who's going to be my minion? Who's my minion? Who's minion? Boo, 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 boo. Minion. Boo, 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 boo. Minion. Yes, yes, it's great. Look at that little evil smile. The drool's not very evil though. Now work on your evil grin. Go right here. Come on, from the cheeks. There we go. Yes, yes.
You finally dressed the way I wanted you to. Oh my god, your makeup, it's perfect. Oh, I love it.
Hello, Maven. We didn't meet the last time I was here.
Hi, Nella. Lindsay. We meet every time you're here. Lindsay, are you in the walls? Lindsay?
It's okay. We've dealt with this before. Here. Oh, okay. Did we do this?
Huh. Oh.
Well, I got this.
Oh. Huh.
Oh, baby.
Oh. Huh. Wow.
Okay.
So we're up to our last episode.
Are we? Wow.
Yeah.
It's weird. With your new body, that coat doesn't quite fit the same, eh?
I know. It's almost like we both gained weight since the last time we filmed that.
I know, it's
series
almost
thing we
like
did.
aging is a thing.
I know.
That's why we wear corsets.
Some of
They
us
keep it all in.
Those corsets. I'm an adult.
Where did you put the baby?
What baby? So let's drink.
in honor of that jacket fitting so well.
Can't cross my
Would you
arms.
like to pick the beers regular, Nella?
I don't know. Can I reach them?
How will we choose what beers to pick?
Your posture is so good.
I know.
The only ones we have left.
Okay.
So well, we've got the fear.
Oh, so appropriate.
Yeah,
Because
we've
we're
got
afraid of...
Because
pumpkin dungle.
we're afraid of weight gain. I mean,
Double.
Dark Nella.
Pumpkin double. Sorry.
A double.
then-
We've doubled in size.
Yeah. Headless Heron from Central Waters.
Because aging? No.
The brewery Autumn Maple.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
drink.
Pumpkin Patch Show.
Kuka Pumpkin Double. This is a Belgian-style ale brewed with maca root, pumpkin, and spices.
Yeah. This is
Maca root.
actually from the Andean Brewing Company, and they use the maca root, from what I understand, in all their beers because it's a traditional Andean ingredient. They are actually located just outside of New York City. In Andean, Kuka, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, means food for workers and travelers.
This smells like
It's 6.5% ABV, by the way.
puke? No. Burned paper.
Yes.
I'm not getting essence of puke or of burned paper, but...
Grass. Well, I mean, but grass isn't a huge stretch because, you know,
No, I mean, it's not wholly unpleasant.
my initial was unpleasant, but maybe it was
it's
just
a
like
bit perfumey.
from the bottle.
Okay, so
Sour, definitely.
Got me.
that's not that sour though.
Yeah, it's like a wasabi pea. It gets you right at first and then it disappears.
This is not
Ah.
as, I mean, for as pungent as it is, it was not as intense. I taste not any pumpkin or spices, but I do kind of get the sushi.
I don't know if I'm tasting maca root or not.
I get a touch of seaweed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the sushi rice and the seaweed, and yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I get only seaweed. But this is like, if I was like, hey, give me a pumpkin spice beer, I would like, you know, throw it in
Your
to
face.
the river. But like,
I would say
Throw
your
it at the
face.
bartender.
yeah, but if I was like, if it was just like a double, which I generally like doubles, this is actually a pretty decent double.
Yeah, as pumpkin spice, I don't taste any pumpkins or spices.
Yeah, this tastes nothing like pumpkin or spice, but it does take like a double, and if I like switch my brainwaves and be like, double time.
Yeah.
But that's been the story of so many of the pumpkin beers we've tried this season. I think of the almost 70 that we've tried so far, maybe
Our
10% were
our
Actually
Victor's
tasted like
is-
pumpkin.
Yeah.
Our shelf of Victor's is very small.
It's a wee shelf of Victor's, but you know, the cream rises to
Yeah.
the pumpkin top.
Pumpkin Patch Show.
The Fear Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, and as an Imperial, this is 9% ABV.
From Flying Dog, which has, I don't know if the story makes me angry or
So supposedly the founder of this brewery decided to go hike K2, which is the second largest mountain in the world. But they survived entirely, but they totally ran out of alcohol.
They don't in the movie. It's basically Twister on a mountain. You know how?
And I'm just like, why would you go up that dangerous mountain with any alcohol? You fools! I hate you already.
And, wow, this one is 9% alcohol by volume. So Jesus Christ, we have 2 more.
So then when they got back down, they went to a hotel to drink because they got like the alcohol visa from Pakistan, which is supposedly a thing. I don't know. So then they see an oil painting of a dog that looks like he's flying, and hence the name of the brewery, Flying Dog, because of an oil painting in Pakistan.
So that's the name of the brewery. What's the name of the
Fear.
The fear. Well,
Does it have anything to do with the fear of climbing the mountain, or is it
no,
just...
it's about goblins and ghouls and ghosts. It's their seasonal brew. Fear, because pumpkins are scary.
It's a very sweet smell.
It's better than the last one in terms of pumpkin, but not as good in terms of me liking it.
It's bitter.
It's bitter.
This has a distant hint of clove.
Yeah, I can taste the spices in this. A little bit of the pumpkin, but it's underneath that bitterness. It's just too beery.
Distant hint
really like
of pumpkin, but mostly it's just kind of bitter and not very interesting.
This doesn't really say much about what to expect it to taste like, but
Would not do.
it is a cool label.
It's very bitter. The bitter just keeps on. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Bitter that keeps on bittering.
Pumpkin patch joke.
Central Waters Brewing Company, Headless Heron. I thought I was going to say horseman, but no, it's a heron.
No.
And it's got a heron with a pumpkin head on it. This is barrel-aged pumpkin spice ale.
Is that like the local?
Yeah.
Ale-aged in used bourbon barrels with nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves.
Now my brain is constructing the story behind the Headless Heron. Like,
Oh, there was like an inlet that was full of
Cool
oysters.
story, bro.
Yeah. There was an inlet.
no, like the Ichabod. It was the Ichabod crane.
Oh! You win. You win this round.
Well, it doesn't mean it doesn't take place in an inlet.
No, but it's obviously a story of animals. It's like, you know, the Disney version, except with animals.
Ooh, this is another dark beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, I was not
right.
expecting this dark.
I didn't expect the fear to be dark either. Those 2 dark beers in a row.
Well, I found this one, so
Yeah.
Yes, this is generously
From
reported
Wisconsin.
to us
from
by Lindsay.
55th Street.
Generously spiced with nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves, this barrel-aged pumpkin spice ale overflows with dark fruit, dried fruit, and hints of bourbon. Perfect for settling to watch a few leaves fall to the ground.
I'm a
Right
little-
off the bat, I don't smell the spices, but I do smell the bourbon.
Smell the barrels.
I gotta say, our bourbon barrel and rum barreling has not been a good run.
At least
Oh,
not
really?
pumpkin-wise.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Because usually if it says bourbon barrel, I'm like, there. But then again, this pumpkin shit has been sort of a free-for-all, so... I dig it. I like it a lot. It tastes like
nicer
peanut
than-
butter.
It's way nicer than the other bourbon.
I got a peanut thing.
It's nutty, but I wouldn't say peanut butter. But
Okay.
I could see the nuttiness. But I taste a very sharp flavor, like the bourbon flavor, right at the top, and then it kind of mellows out into the...
Oh,
Okay.
but it's not painful.
I'm from the mountains. I am of the Scotch-Irish whiskey folks, so I'm just like, this tastes like whiskey, so I'm like, it is the fuel of my people.
Something that you don't have to pour liquor into.
Then, yes, exactly. It's like, I don't even need to influence this with whiskey. It is
This is the nicest of the bourbon aged barreled mabob
Yeah, that
beers
nuttiness-
that we've had.
It really smooths it out.
But
Yeah.
it tastes not of pumpkin or
No.
of clove
Nope.
or nutmeg or
Maybe
ginger.
a little cinnamon. A little bit.
A little bit of cinnamon.
spice.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, as a beer, I would buy the shit out of this. Just not as a pumpkin beer. But you know what? I don't even care.
But
I'm
it's
just like-
great. It's smooth.
It's a
yeah.
nutty bourbon beer, and it's not bitter, and it doesn't have a bad aftertaste.
I
and
want
like that a
more.
lot.
Like I really want more.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Just
Well, we
not as a
have
pumpkin. It's not a great pumpkin beer.
It's like, where do they get off saying there's pumpkins in here?
Yeah,
Oh,
dig it.
Wisconsin.
This is definitely a nice fall beer.
Fall.
Ah, this has got fall all over it. Fall.
Say that again.
Fall.
Pumpkin patch joke.
The brewery, unfiltered, bottle condition, autumn maple, Belgian style brown ale, brewed with yams, molasses, maple syrup, and spice. Wait, is this a pumpkin beer?
Yams in my beer? It's more likely than you think. The reason we got this one was because it's described as being brewed in the pumpkin ale style, but using yams instead. And I don't know about you, but I can definitely attest among a lot of my more southern friends that fuck pumpkins, sweet potato and yam pies are way better.
We were talking about sweet potato beers the other day, and we're like,
Yeah.
if only there was a sweet potato beer.
beer,
And look, so as a dessert, to cap off our season, the very last beer we will try on Pumpktoberfest.
There's no pumpkin, it's a yam! Ah!
Okay, smells like sourness.
Doesn't really smell like much of anything.
I smell
Yeah, sour.
sour.
But also I could get that maple.
I don't get any spices.
I don't get any maple or spices.
It's like
Oh, wow, that's
sour
wrong.
maple syrup.
But I must say that once I get the idea of either yam or pumpkin out of my head and get it tastes like a double. Like the first thing we tried. So it's just like once you kind of consume it in that way, if you like doubles, it's not that bad.
It's a sour double, though.
It's
Yeah.
a sour double. It's not as good as the first double.
And I was really expecting it to be sweet and pie-like, like a sweet potato
Yeah.
pie. Or
I was
candied
expecting
sweet
pie.
potatoes.
It's gonna be fun to get rid of this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink it.
Oh man. It's 10% by volume too, so.
Happy Pumpktoberfest, you guys!
Ending on a
Yamtoberfest.
Ending on a strong note, literally.
So of the 4...
So obviously,
Up to
don't.
70.
So obviously, the moral of the story is don't bring yams to a pumpkin game, to a pumpkin fight. Don't bring yams to a pumpkin fight, is what I'm saying. Don't do
I
it.
don't think we're gonna argue with you.
No.
So of the 4 of these, I think I like the nuts one the best.
As a beer, yeah, nuts
Yeah.
wins.
That's
To me, honestly, double is a close second.
None
Because-
of these were pumpkin-y though. On our pumpkin scale, none of these. Of the 70 we tried, we have never been able to top Big Muddy.
Yeah, Big Muddy was kind of the best.
And as a cider, Mackenzie's. Those two, the pumpkin beer and the pumpkin cider. If you can find them,
Get them. Be on the lookout next year. Make them your own.
Alright, so the season is over. What are you guys gonna do next?
Not drink.
To exclude me from. I mean.
well, nothing alcohol related. of
Oh,
course.
well, in
course.
that case, go for it.
Yeah, you know, we'll just
Yeah,
some
we'll
jelly beans or something.
Yeah.
What, those are Christmas candies, right?
maybe eat some galaxies.
I thought. Wait,
I'm just kidding.
they're
guys.
on, right?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, we call it done.
I don't think it's ever going to be done.
This is really good beer, actually. I don't want to say we were warned that this would happen, but we were kind of warned that this would happen. But I have to say, like,
By
I'm
noon.
I
tired.
am not sick of pumpkin beers.
Wait,
no,
who-
because we didn't really drink many pumpkin beers.
Guys, back up. Who warned you?
Everyone was
The
like, aren't you
internet.
gonna get sick of pumpkin
Oh, you mean
beers
the
after
internet
trying
warned
so
you.
much?
Yes.
Well, then maybe we should listen to the internet.
I think the most important lesson to take away from when you're brewing a pumpkin beer is that pumpkins are gentle fruits. They do not have
Subtle fruits.
much taste or flavor. You have to know how
Yeah,
to
pumpkins-
roast them, how to cook them, how
They're all
to season
texture.
them properly
Yeah.
in order to really bring out their essence.
And it's the pumpkin pie spices that have made pumpkins the pop culture things that they are. The pumpkin spice latte is a thing. The pumpkin latte is not. So those spices have to be in the right balance. They can't be too much nutmeg. They can't be under cinnamon. You have to have that right amount of perfectly delicate spice.
And there were some beers in here that were perfectly decent and tasted fuck all like pumpkin.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So the lesson we learned of the pumpkin spice season is just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
This is not the pumpkin spice that we need, but it's the pumpkin spice that we no wait, say the other way around, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
not the
It's
pumpkin.
pumpkin spice we deserve.
Nobody deserves this is the point. There's 400
It's the
pumpkin beers
one
on
that
the
we
market,
need.
and it shouldn't be. Work on your pumpkin spice craft. Get on it, breweries.
Understand the pumpkin. Know the pumpkin. Sleep with the pumpkin.
We
Market.
can't keep
Caress the
blaming this
pumpkin.
on the bad pumpkin crop of last year. It's not just the pumpkin crop. This is your brew.
And I will
This
be
is
back.
your brew, you lay in it.
Although I will be here
swim
next
in it.
year on my own time and not filming at all to test you and see if it really is.
We may not try 70 next year, but we will try you again, pumpkin beers. And we will hope for some improvement. So as an experiment, was it a
Gauntlet thrown.
successful experiment?
Well,
We did discover the ones we liked.
aren't all experiments successful as long as you
Okay,
write
here's the
that
thing.
shit down?
Here's the thing. I say this is.
We do have a spreadsheet, which
We
we,
have a
will
spreadsheet.
share with you.
wrote that
you
shit down.
spread the share sheet, but is the spread of the share sheet?
She shall
I'm gonna shush your person. They said 4.
I'm so glad we included you.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. I forgot what I was going to say.
So here we are, we've made it. We have drunk
We've run the pumpkin gauntlet.
as many pumpkin beers as we could find. Literally how many beers we could find. We bought every one. I never turned down a pumpkin beer.
Yeah, every last one we could find we got, even though we were told we would regret it.
Yeah.
But we did. It was,
And we regretted it. But the thing is, we were complete as humanly possible.
the
in
only way
our
we could
little
have been
corner
more
of the
complete
world.
would have been to travel and get beers elsewhere. But next year's another year. I'm not giving up on pumpkins. I will keep trying.
We might totally not drink many of the same ones again.
Yeah.
Because of reasons. Liquor. I'm ready to move on back to liquor.
Well, we do have those vampire vodkas to try.
You have vampire vodkas?
Yes. Finally.
Oh, God, thank God. All right, here, you want some more?
Yeah, let's go.
Pumpkins, 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 pumpkins.
Oh, it's all the souls I swallowed.
Yeah.
So you were saying.
Sometimes they haunt me still.
No,
Anyway.
they don't.
I
So
thought that wasn't you. I thought it was like a
No, we're getting into the we're getting into the who buried who and what lake.
Stop
Anyway,
Sorry.
Anyway,
Mara's
so-
not here. She has a great deep. I feel like Mara Wilson replaced Dark Nella. They should have Dark Nella versus Mara Wilson.
Except by verses, it would be us, like, I would be knitting and petting her cats, and we would, like, she would bake me things. Like, that would
And
be
you
the
just
Dark
like
Nella
it
versus
would just be
Marvel.
like 3 hours of you laughing evilly at each other.
Yeah.
Because her natural laugh sounds like an evil laugh.
Suddenly we still could do this video. Like,